Stay tuned for Airgun Detectives.
Welcome to another episode of Airgun Detectives. I'm your host, JC, and today we're going to take the mystery out of the Diana 54 Airking Pro. This is one amazing rifle, and we will get into the details. This comes in both 22 caliber and .177. But before we get into that, do me a favor, if you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button down in the corner. It's absolutely free, it costs you nothing, but it really helps support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. In addition, check out my website when you have a chance, www.airgundetectives.com. On that site, I've got various t-shirts, I've got hats, we have our Generation 2 bipods, and I do occasionally release some of my personal inventory. So check that out because it goes quick. All right, back to the subject on hand here. This is actually one pretty amazing rifle put out by Diana, 100% German made. So this is the 54 Airking Pro, and this one comes in the laminate stock. This is the red laminate stock, which I think is just absolutely gorgeous. The rifle itself, a bit hefty, weighs over 10 pounds. It's 44 inches long, and it's got a little over a 17-inch barrel on it. And this is a side cocking. So in other words, you pull the lever out this way, you cock it. Those of you that are curious, the 54 is the exact same rifle as the 48, with the exception the 54 comes in with the recoil-less stock, the zero recoil stock. You can also get this in a natural wood stock as well. So you have your options. You have the standard 48, then you have the 54 in both the red laminate or the wood stock. This does come with open sights. It does have, this one comes with a nice metal muzzle brake if you decide to scope it, which I did. If not, you do have the option of the front sight, so it comes with that. And you can simply take that off with that little set screw there. If that's what you want to do, shoot open sights, you're good to go. These have the famous T06 trigger, which are just unbelievable. I can't say enough good things about them. This model also comes with the forearm swivel stud, so you can attach a bipod to it, because it is a heavy gun. So my suggestion is you're probably going to want to bench rest this for the most part. It really is. But the key on this model, it's recoil-less, and that means a lot, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you. The gun itself, they claim it'll shoot up to about 900 feet per second, so that would be in that Magnum category. But what a package it really is. It does have an automatic safe every time you cock it, but it's ambidextrous safe right here in the back. You just push it with your thumb and you're good to go. But other than that, it's just, I think it's just an absolute beautiful gun. This is one I like setting out a lot because I like just to look at it. It's just a shame to put this away in a case because it is kind of a piece of artwork, especially this laminate stock. I can't tell you how much I like that. It really is beautiful. But you know, talk is one thing. Let's go out and see how this performs. We'll run it through our usual test, and we're going to come back and talk about it. So stay tuned for the next segment. All right, let's test out the Airking Pro for some velocity. We're just going to use some basic Craftsman Premier hollow points. They're 14.3 grain. Those kind of give everybody a pretty good judge of what type of velocity a rifle is. So they're kind of like the pretty common pellet. But when we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and show you another pellet, how it performed. Just like any other rifle, there are some pellets that perform a little bit better. This isn't overly pellet picky, but there are some that perform just a little bit better. So let's do 5 shots. We'll go ahead and average it out. Get you the foot-pounds of energy. And then I'll cover the velocity with another pellet. All right. All right, shot number 1. That looks like 849. Shot number 2, 853. Shot number 3, 856. Shot number 4, 858. Do one more. And finally, shot number 5. Duplicate. Yeah, it's a really good standard deviation for the most part, it really is. And check out those foot-pounds of energy. So right about 23 foot-pounds. Anyway, another pellet did really well in these are the H&N, the Barracuda 18s. And we'll show you, we're going to use these for our accuracy tests. But these gave us about 750 feet per second and roughly 23 foot-pounds of energy also. But the heavier pellets give you more foot-pounds of energy downrange, which is really good for hunting. All right, move on to the next segment. All right, let's test out our Diana Airking 54, some accuracy. This is a pretty amazing gun to shoot, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you guys. We're going to go ahead and use our 4-inch splatterburst targets. These leave the great impact points, so they're really easy to see. I'll leave you guys a link down below for those if you guys are interested in those. They're pretty fun to shoot. We're also going to shoot our Barracuda 18s. They performed really, really well in this gun. This rifle is not very pellet picky, but this just had a little bit of an edge, so we're going to use this for our accuracy test. Hopefully on paper, on camera here, I can show you the potential of this thing, because it is truly amazing. We're at our usual break barrel distance. We're just going to shoot this 20 yards. I'm just consistent with that. Go ahead and take a quick look. All right. Let's do 5 shots and average them out, and we'll see how that works out for us. All right. Shot number 1. I would say that's in the red. All right. Shot number 2. Yep. And shot number 3 here. And shot number 4. And let's do one more. Shot number 5. I would say that's one hole for the most part. It really is. I can't emphasize how much fun this rifle is to shoot. 0 recoil. You're getting PCP type of accuracy out of this, and we'll cover more of it in detail at the very end. But I just wanted to tell you guys, it's just one amazing rifle to shoot. I mean, you can see the grouping on that. Okay, let's move on to the next segment. All right, let's test our Airking Pro. See how much trigger weight we got. Now you gotta remember these Diana rifles, the ones with the T06 triggers, those triggers are pretty amazing. So let's just see what type of pull weight we got. Got our trusty Lyman trigger gauge here. Reset that, and we'll see what we got. £1 pound, 3.5 ounces. 1 pound, 3 ounces. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing trigger. I have this one dialed in pretty well, that's for sure. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, let's do a little plinking with our Diana 54 Airking here. We're going to go ahead and shoot. The bulk of the little targets we're going to shoot are going to be these little steel eggs. And we're going to be shooting, once again, the 18 Barracudas, the Barracuda 18s, 18 grain pellets. So I got a few targets lined up. We're actually doubled our accuracy distance. We're at 40 yards now. Go ahead and take a quick look. You can see the targets we got set up. I went through a little teeny shotgun shell on their side just to see if we can hit it. So let's knock some targets down. Always my favorite portion. Always. think we'll start with that little metal tube on the right side. All right. Definitely a hit. Again, I'm going to emphasize, you guys, this is PCP type of accuracy. When you have no recoil with the rifle, it's pretty amazing. Okay, red egg, right side. Okay. And now let's not fool around. I'm going to take a chance of losing it. Let's hit this shotgun shell. Laying on its side. I'm telling you guys, this is one incredible rifle. All right, white egg, right side. And what do we got? A red one and a white one left. Let's do the red one. And one more white one. But I'm telling you again, it's so incredible because there's no recoil on this gun. It absorbs it all. There you go. I'd say that's a clean slate. Heck of a gun, really is. But let's go talk about it right now. We'll wrap it up with our conclusion. All right, let's wrap this up with our conclusion. Well, you guys tell me, how do you think our Diana 54 Airking Pro did? I'm going to sum it up. Simply awesome. This gun is absolutely incredible. But with that incredible performance, that incredible build, comes a pretty incredible price tag too. These run right around that $800 mark, just so you know. Negatives on this. I have no negatives. Probably the only downfall to it would be it's a heavy gun, weighs over 10 pounds. So this is more ideal shooting off a bipod. You probably wouldn't want to lug it around in the field with all day. It's kind of heavy. I would rather do something a little bit lighter. But if you can set yourself up or you want to do some small game hunting and you can set your bipods up and get going, oh, this is perfect. So let's talk about the positives. What are the positives? The number one positive with this gun is zero recoil. In fact, the way this works, and I'm going to show you a quick little video here, is when you cock the rifle, it actually sets the entire mechanism forward. So then when you fire the rifle, it actually comes back in the stock, and that's what cushions it. And it literally is zero recoil. It's like shooting a PCP rifle. And because of that, you get incredible accuracy, and we'll call it PCP type of accuracy. You guys saw the group that I shot on camera. It was 0.14 inches. So 14/10 of an inch. I mean, that is unbelievable. That is truly PCP type accuracy. But the great thing is when you're shooting it, you don't feel anything. It's just like shooting a non-recoil gun like a PCP. It really is. So I had a Diana 48 before, and the 48, as I mentioned in the beginning, it has the same mechanics as this, but it doesn't have the recoil stock. I hated that rifle because it had such a vicious recoil. It wasn't fun to shoot. It really had a bad recoil. This is a whole different story. And with this, you're also getting the famous T06 trigger, which is unbelievable. You saw where we had that set. What was it? A little over a pound. I like the fact that you have the option of the open sights with this, if you're one of the guys that like to shoot open sights. The stock options on this is great. You can have the wood stock or the laminate. I think this laminate is second to none. It is so beautiful. It really is. So I was saying before, I think it's almost like a piece of artwork. This is a rifle I like to set out and display so people can look at it. So other than that, performance, you are getting a Magnum performance. We are getting 23, plus foot-pounds of energy out of it. So we're getting good velocity. It's a great rifle all around. Like I said, you get what you pay for in life. This is a little on the expensive side, but I'm telling you, it is like no other. I mean, this really has to be, when it comes to like the break barrel, side lever, under lever, this one has to be at the top of the list, simply because of the incredible accuracy and the the fact that there's no recoil. So without a doubt, this is a 5-star gun. It is, it always will be. It really is. Tremendous performance on that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Airgun Detectives. Don't forget, this is where we take the mystery out of the air gun. Until next time, I hope you and your family are getting a lot of shooting in and everybody's doing really well. So take care and God bless.